Hello, my friends. Thanks for joining me on this journey of joy. So many of my friends have asked me, what the heck are adaptogenics? So I am here to tell you in a compact, easy to understand format. Now, adaptogenics have had a little bit of a renaissance. That's why it's kind of a buzzword everywhere people go, but a lot of people don't understand what they are. They have their roots in traditional Chinese medicine. For centuries they've been around, but again, they're just kind of starting to come back on the tip of people's tongues. So what are they? They are roots and herbs that are used for mitigating stressors and fatigue in the body and the mind, whether it's chemical, biological. I got hooked on these when about a year and a half ago, I was dealing with severe cramps and not knowing what it was dealing with. And I was at Whole Foods and I saw these cool new drinks called Rebel, R-E-B-B-L, if you're looking for them. And I started with one called Reishi, or Reishi, however you want to pronounce it, R-E-I-S-H-I. And I started noticing that my cramps started getting better. I also tried another one that had ashwagandha, and my cramps were getting better. And I didn't want anything that was mood altering because all of that kind of scared me. But I started small, and while there's not a ton of scientific research out there about these, we do know that the food that you put in your body drastically affects you, whether it's broccoli or it's fried food. You're gonna get a better response from broccoli if you're not allergic to it than you will from fried food. So I started there and I noticed my cramps started subsiding, even though I was in a lot of pain with this tumor, and ultimately most of the pain didn't go away until I had it removed. It helped mitigate those issues. Now, each adaptogenic is used usually for something slightly different. So ashwagandha can be used as kind of an hormone balancer, if you will. You have rhodiola, which is used for energy, or it can be even used to help retain memory or improve the memory. You have reishi, which has also been used for immunity, or Siberian ginseng, which can be used for physical stamina, sexual health. There are a lot of different adaptogenics out there. So I want to show you some of the practical ways that I have started integrating them into my routine. Now, I highly encourage you to talk with your doctor if you're pregnant, or also to kind of isolate the way you integrate these into your diet so you know whether it's affecting your body well or if not at all. I've had no problems and no side effects with anything that I have tried that I'm showing you, or any adaptogenics whatsoever. And I prefer this method over like pill formats because I feel like that's a lot in your system. And these are just easy, drinkable, consumable ways to test it out. So I started with Rebel, and that was a really kind of shake-friendly way to try out just a dabble of it. Then I moved over to Moon Juice, one of my favorite brands and kind of one of the leaders in this movement. And they have something called Vanilla Mushroom Adaptogenic Protein Powder. And it has cordyceps, reishi, and ashwagandha. Those are all adaptogenics. And I love it so much that I even carry a little container of it in my purse each day and dab just a tad into my coffee. So I found that all coffee, even one of my favorites from Revolution Coffee, if you're ever in San Antonio, definitely try it out. They make their almond milk from scratch, but I found it didn't matter what type of coffee I was consuming. I always had that shoot up high and then that low. Well, for me, the mix of these adaptogenics has helped sustain that caffeine excitement all day long without shooting me up or lowering me. And I love that. And I've been using this for well over a year now and have loved it. Then I moved towards what you see here, which are booze-free cocktails. No, these are not mocktails. These are not just juices that you can drink while your friends are boozing up. I do have the occasional alcohol, or beverage, but I don't always like the way it makes me feel. So I started searching for something else. I started with Curious Elixirs. Now, Curious Elixirs primarily has 4 different flavors. They're working on others, and each one of them has a different type of adaptogen in it. For example, Curious number 1, which was this, had used rhodiola in it and gentian. Then you had number 2, which is this guy, and it tastes a little different. It was ginger, pineapple, ancho chili, Damiana, and lime. And it has Damiana starred, so you can actually look up what Damiana could do and help for in your system. So I really enjoyed these, and I mixed these with some carbonated beverages that I liked. Or you can drink them plain, add a little twist of lime. This is one of my favorites as well. This is Kin Euphorics, and I love their Kin Spritz drinks. It is the carbonated version of their High Road. Now, they have 2 primary products, High Road, and then they have this guy, Dreamlight. So High Road comes in a bottle just like this, and it's used more for the social entertaining. When you go to a party, you can enjoy a beverage with rhodiola in it that also it makes you want to socialize, but you also feel relaxed, kind of the feeling you get from booze. So that's what all of these are working to do, to give you a little bit of that feeling that that booze gives you, basically, but doing it in a healthy manner. Now, Dream Light, you would mix more with milk. This is more for sleeping. I primarily turn to Ken Euphorics for their social drinks because I love them, and I love that their Ken Spritz is carbonated. It's fabulous. And I also enjoy these because these offer different flavors with Curious Elixirs. I'm not being paid for any of these. These are products that I have personally enjoyed. Then there is Recess, and theirs are entirely different from the others. They even wrote me a note for a contest that I won. Now, I tried these out before I won the contest, but peach is my favorite. They have 3 different flavors. Then they have the palm hibiscus, and then they also have the blackberry chai. So those are all really nice flavors, and I've noticed more of a relaxation element with these guys. So these are all basic ways that I have utilized adaptogenics in my life and have really been enjoying them. I am primarily a natural, organic sort of person in my life. It's not always possible, but I do a ton of research just because of all the health issues that I've had in my life as far as physical ailments, from shattering my legs to slip disc in my back to the tumor I recently had and carpal and cubital tunnel. So take care of yourself. Part of the journey of joy is treating our bodies like a temple and feeding them what they need and what they desire. So good luck. If you have questions, post them below. I'll also post an article from Time that may help you kind of digest all of this, and hopefully this will work out for you. Also, one other suggestion with Ken Euphorics, Curious Elixirs, and Recess, they can be kind of expensive. So from time to time, they'll have different contests on their Instagram pages. Also, Ken Euphorics does ship for free, and they often send out coupons to help you get it at more of a discount. And Curious Elixirs has a Curious Elixirs Club, a cocktail club, where you can get things at more of a discount. All right, ciao friends. Thanks for joining me on this Journey of Joy YouTube video.